Morning and welcome to the sports segment with me, Oreko. Before we do start off from the Ghana Premier League, where yesterday we did witness a very enthralling game at the Accra Sports Stadium between Accra Heart of Oak and then AshGold. Now, Heart of Oak had a chance to win the game twice as they took the lead twice, but twice AshGold did also come from behind to make the game end in a tie. It was two braces, one from Kojo Obeng Jr. and then the other from the AshGold striker as well. Let's check the highlights of the game.
Difficult skill.
AshGold, they came through with this one again with Yawano with his shot across again, well covered by goalkeeper Richard Atta.
Yeah, Yawano looked exciting throughout the first 45 minutes. Seemed to be the best player for AshGold. On this occasion there was a good comeback, but the goalkeeper also had read it perfectly.
So this is where AshGold lost it. Roland Amuzu gave this ball to Amos, who gave it away.
Yeah.
And Daniel Barnier did well to follow up. Some comical defending at this stage.
It was a bad pass.
And it's a gift to Obeng Jr.
It was a bad pass by the captain, but Barnier wasn't giving up on it. He was chasing and they put Amuzu in trouble. Tried to score, but once he deflected off the AshGold defender Enu and fell into the path of the striker Obeng Jr. was never going to miss from that range. Never.
That's all to play for in the 45 minutes. Back from recess, the Phobians hanged on to that lead from Kojo Obeng Jr.'s opener. So it was AshGold who were chasing for the equalizer, and once Yawano popped up here, Hans Kofi was lurking and he got that equalizer for AshGold.
Yeah, that was a lovely goal. When you take a look at the shape of the Accra Heart back line, all the four defenders were in good position.
Accra Heart at this stage got to probe, and Apia Makati with this power drive and a very good save from Richard Atta.
Yeah, Apia Makati, he has this in his locker. Once he lined it up, it took a little deflection there by Richard Atta, saw it all the way to make an incredible save.
Nete with a good switch to Patrick Razak. He couldn't quite find it, but here's Larry Somaila. He skips past Amuzu, and Razak, delicate cross onto the head of Obeng Jr., and that's Hasselhoek's second.
Yeah, and that was a lovely goal. It was the best we saw tonight. Larry to Patrick Razak, that skill to get past Amuzu was brilliant. And take a look at Razak, he saw his men in the box, picked his head up, saw the man and puts in a beautiful cross. Goalkeeper can't come and claim that. And if it's Obeng Jr. against Amuako, it's always going to be one answer. It's always going to be Obeng Jr. And this kill by Patrick Razak was amazing. It was delightful to watch, really was. And the goal was amazing.
Obeng on the double, and it was AshGold who kept believing and probing for the much needed equalizer. Yao Ano skipped past Nete, goes past Larry Somaila, and Kofi Nkrumah's cross onto the head of Hans Kofi, and the Miners are back in business. 2-2.
Yeah, credit to them. They didn't give up. AshGold, they didn't give up. They kept probing and probing and probing. And a little bit of deflection of the cross onto the head of Moa Hassan is what helped onto the head of Hans Kofi. And in that position, Hans Kofi is never going to miss from there.
So Heart of Oak huffed and puffed, but could not grab all 3 points. It's 2-2, full-time.
Kofi getting the last laugh in the tale of two braces between him and then Kojo Obeng Jr. But that result means that AshGold have now gone 7 years without defeat at the Accra Sports Stadium whenever they do play Accra Heart of Oak. Let's now hear from head coach of the Accra Bayside, Edward Odu.
About the result, because this game is not a game of draw. We should have killed this game in the first half, even in the second half. We created all the chances in the game, but I think lack of small concentration disturbed us. So but I'm very disappointed.
So you're going to blame this draw on lack of concentration?
Not only lack, but the number of chances we created. Could have buried this game in the first half. Could have buried this game in the first half.
What did you identify between your players that is lacking going forward that you must work on?
I think our midfield coordination did not work in the first half. But you could see in the second half we start to pick up the pieces. And I think our scoring Because if you watch our pre-season, we were scoring. And today we scored 2, but I don't know why we should have considered.
Finally, Patrick Razak is back into the team, and he looks like he's already gelled, and he's been here all over through before.
Yes, but Razak is one player I've used before, and I know him. What he wants from the boys, he had half. He couldn't get all.
The result is, before game, if I want 0-0, it was good for us. But I was surprised. We played against a very strong team. But I was surprised with my team how we played first 20-25 minutes. Some period from the game we was better team. Some period there was better team. But now score is okay. 2-2. I'm satisfied.
Now your captain or your vice captain Hans Kofi scored 3 goals in 2 matches.
Yeah.
What do you make of him?
You know, somebody told me first half he didn't play well. I told them he played well because always 2 players is with him. We make chance with other players. That's why he is very important. He don't must to run too much, but he is very important for us. And when comes chance for him to score, he score. This is big player.
So now you've seen 2 games of your team. Do you now have a fair idea of your players, and probably we should be getting better results going forward?
I saw today we can play. We can make very good team. Now I have players. I saw them more well than before. Now I believe my team we can make very good team.
All right.
That was Milovan Serkovic, who's been in charge of AshGold for just a couple of weeks, and he's had 2 draws so far this season. But one coach who has left the Ghana Premier League is Legon City's coach Goran Baratarevic, and the club did release an official statement around 12 a.m. Stating that they've terminated the contract and parted ways with the Bosnian coach. We're trying to get you that statement, but if you do remember, we were reported last week that Goran would be sacked after that humiliating defeat against Olympics. So in the letter from Legon City, you see that the club announces that manager Goran Baratarevic has left the club with immediate effect. The club would like to thank Goran for his services during his time at Legon City's FC and wish him success in the future. A new manager would be announced in the coming days.